Go.
I, Omri Levy, voluntarily give Maryville University permission to record my image and or voice and grant Maryville University all rights to use this recording in any medium for educational or other purposes that support the mission of the university. I understand that the following information will be gathered by a Maryville University student as part of a course assignment. I give my express consent for this information gathering and physical assessment to be filmed and posted in the student's course shelf for access by faculty and student at Maryville University. I further acknowledge that since the recording is for educational purposes only and the information is not meant to be diagnostic, therefore Maryville University, the faculty, staff, and students are not considered liable. The recording will be deleted by the student in any of their devices as soon as it has been reviewed and graded by the instructor.
Okay, go ahead and state your name and birthday for me, please.
Omri Levy, September 14, 1976.
Okay, and I washed my hands and the doors closed with privacy, and we are going to do your neurologic test. Okay, so I'm going to test your cranial nerves. The first one we're going to do is cranial nerve 1, which is olfactory. So, close your eyes. I want you to go ahead and tell me you recognize this scent.
Lemon.
Perfect. Okay, cranial nerve number 2 is the optic nerve. So, hopefully I'm still in. I want you to go ahead and cover your right eye and read the smallest line.
L-E-F-O-D-P-C-T.
Okay, switch.
L-E-F-O-D-P-C-T.
Perfect. Okay, so that was cranial nerve number 2. Now we're going to check cranial nerves number 3, 4, and 6. Cranial nerve number 3 is ocular motor. Cranial nerve number 4 is trochlear, and cranial nerve number 6 is the abducens. So you're just going to follow my finger. Okay, good job. Now we're going to test cranial nerve number 5, which is the trigeminal nerve. So I'm going to go ahead and have you close your eyes, and I want you to tell me if you feel my fingers on one side of your face or both sides of your face.
One side, both sides.
Perfect. Okay, and then I want you to go ahead and clench your teeth. I'm just going to feel your occipital mandibular joint. Perfect. Everything feels good there. Okay, now we're going to do cranial nerve number 7, which is the facial nerve. So I want you to go ahead and raise your eyebrows, smile real big, puff out your cheeks. Okay, perfect. That's all good. Now we're going to test cranial nerve number 8, which is your acoustic nerve. I'm going to go ahead and cover your right ear. I'm going to whisper a word, and I want you to tell me the word. Cover your left ear. I'm going to whisper a word, and you'll tell me the word.
Water. Balloon.
Okay, perfect. Good job. Okay, now we're going to test cranial nerves number 9 and 10. Cranial nerve number 9 is the glossopharyngeal, and cranial nerve number 10 is the vagal nerve. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you to open your mouth and say, ah, really good. Okay, and you're swallowing fine. So I know that you're, I saw your soft palate vibrate. That lets me know that your glossopharyngeal nerve works, and you're swallowing just fine, and you're able to hold on to your secretions, so that lets me know that your vagal nerve works. Now we're going to test cranial nerve number 11, is the spinal accessory nerve. So I want you to go ahead and lift up your shoulders, and then can you go ahead and push your hands, turn your face against my hand, and do the same thing? Perfect, okay. And then the last cranial nerve is the hypoglossal nerve, which is testing your tongue, which is cranial nerve number 12. Go ahead and stick your tongue out, up, down, left, and right. Okay, perfect. Your cranial nerves are all intact. Now we are going to be checking for your balance of your upper extremities, lower extremities, and then we'll do your gait. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is go ahead and put your arms out to the side. The T, and then I want you to touch your finger to your nose. You're going to alternate. Finger, nose, perfect. Now I want you to put your arm down, and you're going to touch my finger and then your nose. My finger and your nose, okay? Perfect. Okay, so that's upper extremity. Everything works well. We're going to check your lower extremity. I'm going to ask you to take your right heel on your left leg, and you're going to go from the heel, ankle to knee, and back down. Perfect. Go ahead and do the same thing with the other foot. Perfect. Okay, so your upper extremities, you have good balance. Your lower extremities, you have good. We're going to go ahead and assess how you walk. So I'm just going to ask you to walk to the light, and then you're going to come back heel toe. So go ahead and walk that way. Okay, turn around, and you're going to take a couple steps heel toe. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and stand right here. Stand up for me. We're gonna do the Romberg test. You're gonna go ahead and close your eyes, hands and legs at your side, and I'm just gonna ask you to kind of hold your balance with your eyes closed. Okay, a little bit of movement is fine. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna look for a pronator drift. You can go ahead and open your eyes right now. I'm gonna ask you to put your hands out in front of you with your palms down. Go ahead and close, sorry, flat, facing the ground. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're gonna see if you have any sort of pronator drift. Perfect, nothing. Okay, go ahead and sit back down. We're gonna check your muscles. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check your biceps muscle. So I want you to pretend like you're kind of curling iron and you're gonna push against my hands. Perfect, and you're gonna check your triceps, push against, perfect. We're gonna check your wrists. I want you to hold your wrists in a neutral position, and I want you to push against my hands like you're going up, perfect, and then push again like you're going down, really good job, okay? And then I'm gonna ask you to you're gonna open your fingers up for me, and I'm gonna push against them, try to hold it, perfect, really good job. We're gonna check your hip, I want you to go ahead and squeeze my fingers. We're gonna check your hand strength. Okay, everything is equal. So now I'm going to ask you, we're going to check your hip strength. So go ahead and just put your hands at your side for me. And I want you to lift your leg against my hand. Perfect. Lift against my hand. Perfect. And you lift up a little bit. Push down against my hand. Perfect. Push down. Perfect. Okay, I want you to push my hands open. Okay, push my hands closed. Perfect. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and push against my foot like you're straightening your leg. Sorry, push against my hand. Okay, and then go ahead and bend. Okay, same thing on the other side. Push against my hand. And then go ahead and against, perfect. You may have your feet for a second, put your feet up in here, and then I want you to push against my hands like you're pushing on the gas, and then I want you to go ahead and push against my hands like you're flexing towards the ceiling. Perfect, okay, good job. So you have really good strength in all of your extremities. Now we are going to check for proprioception and kind of your sensory symptoms. I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes and identify an object that I put in your hands. Hand or hands?
Hand. Perfect.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask for your hand again. Close your eyes, and I'm gonna write a number on your palm, and I want you to tell me what number it is.
6.
Perfect. Okay. The last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna touch different parts of your body, and I want you to tell me if it's the right arm, the left arm, the right leg, the left leg. Okay. Close your eyes.
Right arm. Left leg. Right arm. Left leg.
Okay. Perfect. And I think that's it for the for your sensory test. Now we're gonna check your reflexes, okay? So we're gonna do this on both sides. I think it's easier if you stand up. Go ahead and stand up. And we're just gonna rest your hand right here. And I'm gonna push on your brachial nerve, brachial tendon, and we're just gonna see if I get a little flinching. Okay, got a little bit there. Go ahead and do the same thing over here. Turn a little bit, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna check your triceps. So I want you just to kind of relax your hand all the way on my arm, and I'm gonna just push on your tricep tendon, okay? We're gonna see if you get a little reflex. Okay, perfect, got a little reflex. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Just relax for me. Okay, perfect, a little bit of a reflex. You can go ahead and sit down now. I'm going to check your brachioradial reflex right now. I'm going to go just a little bit above this bony protuberance right here. We're just going to completely relax, and we're just going to see if I can get a little reflex. Okay, perfect. Same thing on this side. Go ahead and just relax. Okay, a little bit of reflex there. We're going to check your patellar for the reflex. Scoot your tush back just a little bit. Okay, perfect. And I want you to fully relax. Okay, same thing on this side. Relax for me. Okay, we're going to check your heel, your Achilles reflex. Just relax, relax, relax. Let me hold your leg. Okay, a little bit of a reflex there. You don't have big reflexes, but I felt a little bit. Okay, perfect. A little bit of a reflex there. Okay, last test we're going to do. You can go ahead and lay down for me. We're going to do the Koenig test. I'm going to bend your leg, and I'm going to straighten it, and I want you to tell me if you have any pain. Okay, just relax. Let me straighten any pain in your back or in your legs. Same thing on the other side. Okay, relax. Going to straighten any pain? No. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to ask you to go ahead and put your chin really tight to your to your neck, chest, and bring your shoulders up a little bit. Perfect. No lifting of your legs, so that's a negative sign. Your neuro exam is perfect. Thank you.